As of right now, we have 8 million metric tons of trash in our oceans. All the trash will end up in places like the North Pacific Gyre, where all the trash will end up in somewhat as of an island, just plastic layered throughout all layers. So it goes all the way down to the bottom. This can become harmful once fish and other sea creatures try to eat it, because plastic will break down into a microplastic, and then the animals will eat that thinking they're little food pellets, and then that will break down into a nanoplastic. And by the time plastic reaches nano, it can go through the layers of fish's skin without any resistance, and it will cause them diseases and other unattractive features that can happen to the fish. And we have no studies or evidence as towards what that can cause to children or people eating these fish. Asking whenever you go eat seafood at a restaurant or you go to the market, ask them where they get their seafood from. And if it isn't somewhere, if they don't know, or if it isn't somewhere you trust, simply say you want to order something else or get a different meal, and that can prevent poaching and eating plastics. If you go to local beaches to pick up trash, that will also help. And you can always check on the internet to see what people are doing, get involved, learn of new methods on how to deal with it. Ways to help is to use a cloth bag instead of a plastic bag, as the plastic bag will look like a jellyfish, sea turtles will eat that, and we end up back to the issue with nanoplastics. California has already tried to help with this issue by making you pay for any bags that you use, that you get from the store, and those bags are always reusable as well. One of the issues leading the country right now is climate change. This is an issue because plastics create climate change and then hurt the sea level. One of the ways to reduce climate change and therefore plastic would be to institute a carbon tax. What it will do is tax any person, industry, factory, car releasing carbon and make them pay for how badly they are hurting the environment. What they will do with that money, give that back to people that are in poverty or have low incomes, and that will help progress the climate along and the economy, making it beneficial to everyone. And now, the carbon tax has been effective before. In places like England, they added it, and it helped reduce pollution and therefore climate change. But one of the best places for an example is Canada. They released the carbon tax the same way that we would plan to do it here, taxing all emissions and then giving it back to people in poverty and low income. And what this caused was climate to pre-industrial pollution. So it was reduced back over 100 years of pollution within the course of a few years.